welcome, lovely folk. This is the full moon pick a card reading for September. We have here the 3 piles. We have, for pile 1, nourishment is the word on the card. It is card number 7. You can of course pick through whatever means you feel called to, because we do have numbers here for the cards. You can pick by the deck, you can pick by the charm. I will even pull some signs if you'd rather go by your zodiac sign. But first, let's just go over the cards here. We have, as I said, nourishment, number 7. This is the Spirit Song Tarot deck, and we have the flower charm here. For pile 2, we have protection. It is number 24. And we have the butterfly charm. And this deck is the Moon and Stars Tarot. And lastly, but certainly not least, we have the Assessing card. Number 9 is its number. We have the Starfish charm here. And this deck is the Sacred Web Tarot. So we're going to take a moment to breathe for those who are picking through any of these means, and then we'll go ahead and grab the astrology charms. It's amazing how much the breath can help. It never ceases to amaze me. I was just feeling kind of jittery from I did have matcha this morning, and that just helped my jitters so much. I needed that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the charms for the astrology signs here. Okay, so for pile 1, we have Aries. We have Capricorn. We have Taurus. And Pisces. Okay, pile 2. Libra. Aquarius. We have Cancer. And Virgo. And lastly, we have Leo, Scorpio, Gemini, and finally, of course, Sagittarius. So there we have it. Okay, so definitely had a fun time doing these. Always look forward to the full moon picker cards. I really enjoy doing all of these readings so much. It's definitely been a wonderful journey, but I will catch you in whatever pile it is that you are drawn to, and I will see you there. Hello and welcome, lovely folk. This is pile 1's reading. If you are here, you chose Nourishment, card number 7, with the flower charm. And for your deck, we will have Spirit Song Tarot. We're going to start off with Tea Leaf here, then we have Spirit Song Tarot, Queen of the Moon Oracle, Moonology, Happier Me, and as always, Charms. So let's go ahead and start here. Okay. Go ahead and place this up here for you. Okay, so we actually did get an astral card there. The astral house cards are always very telling. They won't always come out, but they often do. But this one I didn't even see it when I grabbed, so that's interesting. Career, interesting. Okay, so there might be something. Okay, two things. You might not see something within your career path. Like you might be not looking at something for some of you, but also for others, I'm getting that there is going to be a surprise, like something you didn't see coming. I'm also getting the plant heavily with the nourishment here. Make sure that you give yourself rest. Know that there's growth and you don't have to overwork yourself. Rest will help you be able to do more, to create more, to develop more. Yeah. So I'll put that there. And we have June. So the month of June may have significance for you. I'm also getting the flowers. There's so much abundance here with like nourishment and all this abundance of the planet and the waterfall, raining so much down so that this life can be nourished, and then the plant there is standing out. So I'm getting to realize how abundant you already are. Be grateful for everything you have. Know you're abundant within yourself, that it is nature's way to be so lush and abundant. Yes, there's always going to be destruction and, things breaking down, and that's a necessary part to life. But, it creates space for new growth, and it nourishes, it's like in the fall, as the leaves fall down to the ground, those very leaves that have fallen, that can be looked at as destructive in a way, it's symbolic towards that. And it goes into the soil and it nourishes it with minerals feeding back into the tree. So, realize how abundant the world is, to be able to use that to its benefit, to recycle itself, and just how abundant everything is, and you are. You might be focusing on filling your own cup here. Temporary situation. This too shall pass. Gong, an exciting event. Ink pot, problems to be resolved. Interesting, with the career there is an ink pot and quill there, and problems to be resolved. There might be something that you're not seeing right now, ink spills that kind of can cover up all the writing if it spills over the paper. So I think there's something you can't see going on. So this problem might not have come up yet. I see you handling it like it's a temporary situation. You're going to get past it. You're going to move past it with ease. And you're even going to have this exciting event coming up, but just to be mindful, to be aware of it. You know, it helps you to be aware there. Dolphin, financial gain, usually upcoming from something you did in the past. So that tells me like you have already put the work in on something that's going to fruit. And for some that might be the surprise, the thing you can't see yet that's going to be a surprise, and why all this abundance is standing out. We have clouds, temporary problems, temporary situation, problems to be resolved. So it's like, know that this is temporary. It's very important to remember that as this issue comes up. Know it's temporary, know good things are coming. You're going to have financial gain. Cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. So perhaps that is what this really is about for a lot of you, is just that you're not feeling fulfilled, but maybe something's going to come to you. A realization is going to come to you. Creativity is going to spark, and you're going to come out of that funk. We have pig, beware of greed. We have bow, you are highly thought of. How am I gonna put these? Running out of space here. And we have yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. Yeah, perhaps this is something to do with a greedy person. Perhaps this is at your work and a situation you're dealing with. But you feel restricted. You feel like you can't deal with it. No, it's going to pass. I just keep getting that. If you doubt, if you feel like somebody always tries to one-up you, or like they're more thought of at work, know you too are highly thought of. And this person, you know, might not, perhaps they're like, they warrant a lot of attention, but it's not necessarily always good attention. I think you often work quietly. You let your work speak for itself. Not that you don't, step up, but you just aren't much of, like, you're not like a show-off type of person, which is lovely, because that can, I think this other person might be a little bit of a show-off sometimes, and nothing against them. I think that has to do with their own journey, their own things that they're dealing with in their life. But just know that you are thought of. And you are going to have this financial gain Alright, let's go ahead and get your tarot here. Alright, spirit guides and angels, messages for pile 1, please. What does pile 1 need to see for their highest good? Messages for pile 1, please. Okay. Alright, so we are starting out here with the star, peace and healing, with nourishment here. It's like, that is so befitting. I think you are very much so focusing on yourself, filling your own cup, you know, healing, you know, trying to deal with the situation calmly. But I see you are looking at your options here. Perhaps because you feel dissatisfied. I think you're going to get a surprise at your workplace. Like, you're going to see some results because you've been such a good worker and they don't want to lose you. You know, it's something you're going to think about a bit. Because some of you are going to get a nice raise and you're going to want to stay there, while others are still going to look at how they feel, if it's worth it or not. Now I am getting, like, if it's this person is bothering you, there's a temporary situation, it's temporary. Perhaps they might be leaving. Or perhaps when you get that raise, you're going to be away from them. Now, everybody's going to be different, so as this comes, I think you will think about it. Now, it's like something you're already thinking about, but I feel it's like still yet to come, this surprise, this possible raise, this possible opportunity that comes up, or this event. Maybe something occurs at an event that, you know, helps you in this situation. If you work independently, you know, this could perhaps be dealing with like clients that are behaving stupidly, clients that are, you know, perhaps greedy, just there being some kind of issues with all of that, and it might be infecting your creativity. I meant to say affecting, but I kind of am going with that. You might go to a class or just some kind of exciting event that reawakens you, that sparks you. And you're heading towards a better period with income, if it's been a struggle lately. And know that people do seek out you and your work. 2 of acorns for the challenge position in reverse. So 2 of acorns here is, oh, and I didn't say, the 7 of crystals would be the 7 of pentacles. 2 of acorns would be 2 of wands, but it is in the reverse here. So I think that you're having some, I think it's that creativity kind of going in and out. You're having like, you might be misfocused, just because you're not really feeling it. You're going in and out of creative, you just feel kind of in a rut with your creativity in some way, and what you bring to the table. With the Emperor here, it's kind of conflicting because they do have good focus and stability. So it's like, know that you can do this. You're very, very capable. You're a wonderful entrepreneur if you are working on your own. And things are going to shift for you. You know, we just all get in those ruts sometimes. It's just part of the process. If you haven't already, you might even look into the cycle of creativity, the cycle of like the process, the artist's process. And that might help you just to understand that this is temporary. I think a lot of you already know that. It's just a matter of, you know, not resisting, surrendering to it, accepting it, and remembering your abundance, and just keep nourishing yourself. They say you are, and you will come through it. It's just part of, like, you're meant to go through this right now. It's going to help in some way. And then we have 7 of Feathers in reverse as your outcome, which is definitely how we would want to see this card. The 7 of Feathers is the 7 of Swords. So this person is definitely, or these people, if it's clients, you know, again, this is for people in all situations. But for those dealing with somebody who is perhaps greedy or behaving poorly, I see this being something you no longer have to deal with. For others, this might be again about like surrendering to the way things are and not resisting it. I think some of you might be like trying to find like so many different avenues and to like work your way around something, and it just isn't working out because I'm getting that phrase, the only way out is through. So it's like sometimes there is like, you are meant to take an unconventional route, you're meant to like, but sometimes it's like you just have to work your way through a situation and know it's temporary. You know, that's very prominent here, to remember that it's temporary and it's going to be resolved. And ultimately, like, you're going to grow a lot from this. But let's go ahead and get your Queen of the Moon oracle. It's definitely a very work or craft or what have you focused time. And just a healing time. You know, you're in that down phase of the cycle, but it's like showing you a lot if you just, you know, let it come through. Some of you might be dealing with some sadness or just some strong emotions, and let them come through because they will help you. This like waterfall in the moon, that's like very like letting the floodgates open. let those emotions through, because they're going to help actually nourish you, kind of like the leaves and the nourishing the ground, the soil for the tree. You're in an evolution. We have abundance. Wow. So yes, again, know how abundant you are. We have discernment. So be discerning about, I'm getting about the people you keep around. They might affect you and make you have a lack of focus and cloud your judgment and cloud your mind. Not that, like, there's no blame on, you can't blame other people, but like, just in the sense of, it makes you act in some way that you don't necessarily like about yourself, which you should love yourself, flaws and all. Flaws and all, always, but you know, I think we all behave in ways sometimes, and then we might beat ourselves up over it, or we might not even notice fully, but we like subconsciously self-sabotage because we're not happy with the way we are acting out our life. I'm also noticing this abundance card is really reminding me of the harvest moon. It's the hunter moon. But yeah, it looks very autumnal. This full moon might really bring a lot in that's coming right now in Pisces. Especially if you are a very intuitive type of person, which I believe you are. You're going to especially be given a lot in this period, so do try to like get clear. Beginnings. So you have new beginnings on the horizon for you. You just have to walk through that gateway. It's here now. Acceptance. So that's what we said about, like, sometimes you just have to like accept the situation to be able to move through it. You know, radical acceptance. It's like you, the only way out is through. Just getting a lot of that. Alright, let's go ahead and get your Moonology. Spirit guides and angels, messages for pile 1. What does pile 1 need to see? Messages for pile 1, please. Okay. Messages for pile 1, please. Messages for pile 1. Okay. So hold your vision. Fixed mood with Emperor 2, with like stability, and this being like the fixed moon. It's like hold your ground, try to get focused, hold your vision, because good things are coming. You know, just because you haven't seen results just yet, although I'm seeing like they are starting to appear. You're looking at your options because they haven't fully appeared, but you are like, they're on the cusp. They're right there. You just change in perspective is going to help you. Okay, we have a time for healing, a lot about that. So yeah, it's like very much so you're in this place right now because you're meant to be. You have to slow down, you have to heal and nourish and prepare yourself for what is to come. You're not doing anything wrong. You are on the right path. It's just a temporary situation. And just hold your vision because it's going to come. Bring love into the situation. Okay, so I think part of this is about that filling your own cup. I think the biggest thing right now, you're being kind of not really blocked, but in a way blocked, like it's right on the cusp, but it's like before you move forward, you have to learn this lesson to love yourself, to give yourself self-love and grace, to accept yourself for every step that you've walked. Yeah, okay, let's get your affirmation card here. Ooh. Spirit guides and angels messages for pile 1, please. What does pile 1 need to see? Messages for pile 1. Okay. And some of you might write these affirmations down and say them throughout the month. I am courageous and I stand up for myself. Know your worth and don't allow others to make you feel any less. Their opinions are just that, opinions. My blank, and then fill in the blank, looks, weight, body, etc. do not measure my worth. I'm getting thoughts. My thoughts do not measure my worth. Okay, your opinion about yourself is formed by your thoughts. You can be the richest man alive, but feel miserable about yourself. Or you can be the person that wakes up in the morning feeling blessed just for waking up. It's your call. We have, my challenges help me grow. Always, don't be scared of them. Even if you don't see it at the time, their sole purpose is to make you stronger. The only approval I need is my own. Worrying about what others think is only a distraction to living courageously. Nobody knows your needs better than yourself. It's interesting how this connects with this one. So yeah, you might want to write down those, you can just write down the affirmation itself, but hold the value and really feel it, because that is the biggest part to affirmations, is like truly feeling the words. At first you might just say them and get used to it, but then to really kind of nail it in, you have to truly feel the words. Alright, let's get your card. We of course already have your flower charm, which is clearly about abundance and nourishment, and I'm also getting the root chakra. So we have a star here. That's about healing. We have the star card come out for you. It's definitely about healing. We have the fairy. Know that your dreams are coming true, your wishes are coming true. This time is also making you more abundantly able to manifest. We have the key here. So I said you are the one that has to walk through that gate to the new beginnings. You hold the key. Is this a dragon? Yeah, we have the dragon here. That is the year of the dragon. Perhaps some of you are born under the year of the dragon. This is also giving me Ember energy to focus, to be able to really hone and wield your creativity, and to like transmute, turn it into something. Like the fire that dragons can like create in their belly and draw out. And then we have the tree. This could be about Christmas. This could be about growth. This could be about enduring, being able to stand strong even in, rough terrain or cold climates. So know that even if you haven't seen results yet, they're coming in. We have the moon and the star here. So emotions coming in are going to be part of your healing. Allow them to come through. I'm also getting the Pisces, the full moon coming up. They'll be like about when I put this out. So really connect to your emotions right now. Perhaps, take some time to slow down and really feel things out. We have the guitar here. Music might help you. Some of you might be, your creative thing is having to do with music. But it's also just about, I just got vibe checking yourself. So try to get in the practice of like checking your vibe, seeing where you're at. If you feel low vibe, maybe put on some music. Try to get your vibes back up. And we have the pineapple, which is again about abundance and nourishment. Okay. I'm thinking of those hats, those fruit hats. I believe there's often a pineapple. It might be like made with a pineapple. I don't know. But I'm definitely thinking of those fruit hats. You're going to be abundant with ideas and creativity. You're going to have a lot of downloads, a lot coming into you. Because, the hats are like crowns. You might also wear a lot of hats. Perhaps you're going to have multiple forms of income. And just abundance. Alright, well I thank you so much for being here. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you so much for being here. If you could like and subscribe and comment anything to boost the algorithm and get these messages out for all those that it is meant for, it would be so dearly appreciated. And I thank you so much for being a part of my journey and welcoming me to be a part of your journey as well. And until next time, lovely folk. Hello and welcome, lovely folk. If you are here, you came to pile number 2. For this group, we have the card Protection. It's number 24 with the butterfly charm here. Alright, we are starting off for your group with Tea Leaf. Then we will move into the Moon and Stars Tarot. We'll grab some more Queen of the Moon Oracle cards to go with this. We have the Moonology deck, and we have Happier Me affirmation cards, and as always, charms. So let's go ahead and get your tea leaf. I can say right off the bat, you know, that you are protected from whatever situation you find yourself being directed away from. Know that this is protection. This is you being carried away for your benefit. It perhaps wasn't a good situation you were maybe even drawn to. Okay, so let's, alright, you know what, that one too. Okay, we have a few of these here. Let's go ahead and put this up here. Okay, and we'll start off with these. We have Wealth, we have December, and we have Success. Wealth and success falling together is definitely very interesting. Alright, so we have Bell, Announcement. There could be an announcement in December. We have Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. And interesting because unicorn can be, there's like unicorn businesses or enterprises. It's when you reach like 1 million, I think, with your business. So there's definitely going to be success here, but it looks like you might have to make some changes to get there, and that could have to do with this protection even. You might have to get out of a situation to put yourself in a place for this to occur. We have, well, family wishes come true. So perhaps this is going to be a generational wealth thing. This business could be passed down within your family, you know, leaving a legacy there. We have Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So that, of course, speaks of a deep friendship. That could be something you already know of this person, or some of you might make this friendship along this journey. We have, it is on this, like, you know, this is the past side and this is the future side. Yeah, you just, that's how the left hand, right hand is. So it very well could be somebody new coming in there that you form this deep friendship with. Older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. And we have heart, love, deep affection and caring. Interesting, it's coming with this teapot. But some of you also might be deepening a relationship with somebody you know. And it could be this older woman that we see coming up here. Perhaps there's somebody with wisdoms that you are learning from, and you'll learn how to do business with them and create this deep relationship through that. Now, for some, this could be a mother figure with family wishes come true. Some of you could be stepping into a family business as well that you are going to carry into a great place. Alright, let's go ahead and get your tarot. Okay. Spirit guides and angels messages. For pile 2, please. What does pile 2? Ooh, okay, not these. What does pile 2 need to see for the highest good? Messages for pile 2. Okay. Ooh, okay. So, I'm feeling it like this. Okay. So, Page of Pentacles is what we're starting out with here. So this is, I mean, it says right here, prospects. But this is definitely, this could be, again, some of you might be being passed down like you're stepping into the business, the family trade. For others, this is just about this opportunity of beginning an enterprise or stepping into one. But definitely we're seeing this show up here. Like, this is about career. This is about specifically like exploring. It's like this enterprise is being explored to expand it. Okay, and then we have the Devil in reverse, which that is a great way to see it here. So this tells me that, okay, first they got like there isn't greed involved with this, which is definitely a huge benefit. It's going to be something that really makes this successful because you aren't doing it with the mindset of greed. That can sometimes falter things. But yeah, I specifically got greed with this, that you're not having that, being in reverse. You're not obsessed. You're not obsessed with the money aspect of this. You're just curious about it. And I'm kind of getting, you want to show yourself what you're capable of, which is very beautiful, very astute, very, okay, I got the word that's been kind of going viral lately, demure. So definitely doing good with that. You're in the right mindset for this, for sure, to be a good business head and a business leader. You're getting yourself in the right position. Let's put it that way. 4 of Cups. So there is a little bit of distraction here, though. So this can also just be, I think it's also just kind of because you don't fully see this coming. And I think it's because you don't fully see yourself as ready, or, you know, the kind of person who's capable of these things. But you very much so are. You have the right head for this. You're also like, you know, you're in development, so that's why you feel that way, because you've been transforming. We even have the butterfly here as your charm, and it's like you're in development, but you already have that like ability. I actually did get in your meditation, it was in the stars, so this is like in the stars for you. I also got in with the dealings with another person, and how I felt like perhaps there's like somebody with wisdoms that'll teach you, kind of be a mentor for you. I got the phrase, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So perhaps there's like somebody you'll exchange with. I know you're protected. So if you're worried about doing that, I don't see any cards that are worrying about that. You know, of course, always be discerning. Always be mindful of what you share. You know, you don't want to also like get yourself in a place where it kind of mutes out your excitement. So, you know, do keep things private that you're working on, but, you know, you'll know what to share as it comes to pass, and what to keep to yourself, and just know you're protected. 2 of Wands, like you're gonna know what to say and what not to say. You're gonna have that guidance. 2 of Wands, planning, and the Sun in reverse. So I definitely see some worry here, and with the 4 of Cups in your significator position, with it, especially it's saying specifically distraction, because of course the tarot cards can, you know, there's many different keywords that could be placed on these cards, but sometimes it's like when you're called to a certain deck and that comes up, you like really have to question if that is specifically the keyword being pulled here for a reason. And you can still always read it and interpret it in different ways, especially connecting with the different cards. But we have distraction here and then planning. So I think that that is something that is a challenge for you, is to stay focused, to set plans that you really, getting like creating blueprints and really kind of having gravity within that to you know, really stick with it. I think it's important, like, and I don't want you to think that that makes you not a person who's like good for this position, because that's not true at all. Great leaders are very they have a balance between spontaneity and like taking like, you know, proper risks, because risks are important. It's just a matter of, you know, having a balance there between calculated risk and and also just logistics and spontaneity and yeah, it's like in planning. So I think you're practicing this right now. This has been something that's like been a struggle for you, but this is part of your development, is going through this challenge right now and learning how to plan and move forward with those plans and being able to be flexible within that, but still not let that throw you off entirely, you know, to learn how to maneuver it, to maneuver through plans. I am getting that phrase, life isn't, I'll put this phrase up, life isn't in the plans, it's planning. I'm probably butchering that phrase, I'll put it up of course, but the idea that like learning how to plan is so important, but learning how to maneuver and flow through those plans, you know, sometimes dropping certain things and creating new plans on top of it is very important as well. Like not being so steadfast in those plans. Like I'm thinking of the miser, the Four of Pentacles. Like it's important not to get so caught in those plans that you won't budge, because then you miss out on new opportunities. But to be able to plan is so important, because that is, you know, how you're able to really have a foundation and really build. But, you know, if you're constructing like literally a building, you know, that takes a lot of action, that takes a lot of like plans of course too, but also, you know, sometimes you run into something where it's like, oh, we realized we can't use this here because there is you know, rock underneath this foundation, so we can't use this type of drill here, we need to do this, or oh, there's nothing under this part of this foundation, we need it to be more secure, we need to use these types of, I don't know this stuff, I don't know why construction, oh, because building, we need to use these kind of rods to secure this building here. So it's like you run into things as you go that you need to adjust, and that is like a huge part of building. Building isn't just the plans, just the blueprint. There's so much more to it. So you have to be able to, you know, move through that. And this is something you are learning how to do. How to flow, but also plan. And with the sun, I think that is about not getting, when you run into a wall, when you run into an issue, a problem, not letting it deter you and make you feel like, oh, well, I guess I can't do this. No, it's instead about being like, okay, so this is a dead end, and I need to plan my way around this now. So it's like still being able to make plans, not dropping everything, but learning how to maneuver through those plans and not allowing it to deter you, not allowing it to make you feel frustrated or just negative about this. Knowing you can always find a way. And staying positive throughout it, because that positivity is ultimately going to shine new light. You know, if you get negative, it's harder to find those pathways. So you're gonna like really try to stay positive through every dead end you come up, every failure that you face, and realizing, oh, I can always find a different route. And I know that's easier said than done, but I think a lot of you are like already facing those challenges and learning this right now. But if not, this is something you are going to be learning throughout this month. So it might help you to also, if you struggle with that, seek inspiration. Find inspiring quotes, inspiring videos. Just seek inspiration in, finding the light, finding new pathways, being ingenuitive, videos about ingenuity. And I think that's just going to help you keep that alive within you and to stay positive throughout those challenges. And we have King of Swords, knowledge. So you're definitely clearly going to have this. The King of Swords is wonderful with planning, with having that wisdom to always know that there's different pathways, that there is, look at his crown that is just radiating, because he's got so much thought, so many ideas in different pathways. He's able to see the different angles, the different ways that he can take, and he's able to take action on those different things, and it's not holding him back. This is almost like a sun radiating. So you're going to get there. You're going to have that positivity and know that you can always find new ways, new routes. Yeah, I see you're overcoming this challenge. There's success. So let's go ahead and get your Queen of the Moon Oracle. The rest of the cards here, because that is what the card you chose is. But I thought I'd pull a few more for everybody. Okay, so we have resistance. So that's those blockages, that's those dead ends you might come across. And it doesn't necessarily mean that, whatever that end goal is you won't reach. You're just finding different routes. Also, I'm getting that idea that what you can see in the mind, you can have in your hand. Try not to stifle things. Again, that's that resistance. That's that wanting something so bad and it being a dead end, and so you resist finding other ways. Be open to find other ways. We have multiple fingers on our hands. I'm noticing that heavily here. That's again those different pathways that all meet to the sole of your hand. So you are going to find those different pathways. We have pleasure. So making sure you enjoy this journey and finding those different pathways, rather than resisting it, try to enjoy it, because it's like embarking on different journeys and taking in so much more. And we have growth, which with this here, that's there's so much growth. I'm also remembering how roots and tree branches, there's so many pathways there. And just trees themselves, they're a network, they are often very tied together and send each other nutrients even, and help each other out. So networking might help you with your growth, especially if you're expanding here. And I mean, we clearly saw that there's networking going on, so be open to that. Especially that could be something specifically that you're resisting. Try to be open to that. It'll help you grow. Alright. Scott, it was my pleasure. So that's like, like, oh, thank you. It's my pleasure. Somebody's very excited. They want to help you. I think they kind of feel inspired off of you just as much as you feel inspired off of them. Spirit guides and angels messages for pile 2, please. Whoa. It's not these, but we do have these here. Okay. So we have show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Did this come out for pile 1? I think this came out for pile 1 as well. Work through your fears. So if that is about networking, you're going to be working through that. I'm also noticing all the purple here. Purple connects to the crown chakra and kind of like the ether. So, and with the King of, and this card's very purple as well, the King of Swords here, and the ether and the purple, I think, yeah, you're gonna have so many ideas coming in. You have the unicorn too, that's kind of Ace of Swords energy. Yeah, lots of ideas. And let's get your affirmation. Spirit guides and angels messages for pile 2. Does pile 2 need to see their highest good? Messages for pile 2. Woo. Messages for pile 2. Okay, did we have, I feel like we might have had a flipper also. Maybe not. Perhaps not. Okay. Okay, so you can write these affirmations down if you feel called to, and say them every day. Maybe put them up on your mirror, or someplace you would see them often, and repeat them. But we have here, my body is powerful and knows how to heal itself. Some of you may be getting over a cold right now. I definitely am getting that. I also have been since your reading, I had like a raspy voice. I'm not sick myself, and I don't typically, I mean, I do sometimes get that, but not, I didn't have it before your reading, let's put it that way. But this could also just, of course, be, to know this in general, like to know you're protected, to know you're okay. My body is powerful and knows how to heal itself. Your body is designed to function in unity. If you get cut, your body heals the wound. Your body will always choose to heal itself and has unlimited power to do so. So also, if you were being protected from a situation, your subconscious tries to protect itself without your consciousness always fully realizing. So you might have stepped away from a situation out of like that, your subconscious like knowing to step away from it, your intuition. Okay, so this one is, I deserve all the good that comes my way. Okay, so know you deserve this. Even if this was something passed on to you, because again, some of you I did get, there might be like a family business. And know that like this is still like your thing and meant for you. You're gonna shape it for yourself, but still hold true to some of the, you know, and know that you deserve this. And even if this isn't a family business, like know that you are in the right, you have the right mind for this, you deserve this, you're very capable of making this happen, you have a great leadership mind, you're gonna do great with this. I'm being called to this 18 right here now, which is the moon card. So I think perhaps some of you are very intuitive, and perhaps that's why you feel like you don't deserve it, is because you feel like you've gotten there like through a lot of intuitive things, but you still deserve this. But also again can be your emotions. You know, remain positive. Know you do deserve this. For more empowerment, add this affirmation. I now release all negative beliefs about myself. So definitely, I think if you write down any affirmation, that is the one right there. And lastly, we have, my inner self always knows what to do. I think we just had said that with the protection. Whenever you have to make a decision, pay attention to what you feel in that moment. Is your discomfort or anxiety coming out of fear? Or do you feel as if it's somehow justified? So yeah, that is something, I remember seeing something about that a while ago for myself, because I have been there with anxiety, and it was about how, you know, are you being held back by something out of fear, or is it like legit? Because if it's just fear that is standing in your way, you know, feel the fear and do it anyway, and that'll really empower you. And you'll keep learning to do that more and more and stepping out of your comfort zone. But if there's other things, and we also can create things, so you do want to be mindful that you're not just coming up with excuses, but if there is genuine reason, then that, you know, says that that's not just fear, that your intuition is speaking to you. Because sometimes fear can we can allow ourselves to have our fear kind of step over our intuition, and we like then, you know, suppress our intuition and, you know, ignore it. And sometimes it's like a learning, you have to learn how to not do that and to not let fear override you in that way. But if you see, again, your intuition is carrying you through, you're not, I think you've been a very intuitive person, especially with 18 here, the moon card. We saw, what was the other card? We saw some cards here, so that I definitely feel you're a very intuitive type of person. And so I think your intuition is strong, but I think you've gone on that journey where fear has, anxiety has perhaps taken over at points, and it's learning how to discern through that and decipher what is your intuition and what is just the anxiety and that you can overcome. So I think you're really going to be connecting to that. Let's get your charms. Okay, we have the angel here. You are protected. Your intuition is very strong. You're being given a boost with that to really help you grow in it yourself. We have the flamingo. So this is again about discerning reality from what you might be making up in your mind, like fear. We have the lizard here. This is often attached, well, the salamander, and this could be a salamander. I don't know if it's a salamander or a lizard, but it's attached to the King of Wands. So that goes again here with the King of Swords, that you're going to have so much and you're going to take action on it. You're going to have so many ideas. You're going to be taking action on those ideas, finding those pathways. This is again about those pathways and not letting any resistance deter you, but moving through it, maneuvering. So lovely. We have the wheel. Okay, so this is again, it was in the stars. But no, you deserve this. You deserve this from both, like, you've been a very good person in this life. I think you've been a very good person throughout your past lives. Like, good karma is coming for you. You deserve this. You've accumulated a lot of good karma. And also, again, you're being guided. We have the peace sign. So this is about remaining positive, remaining calm in the face of those challenges. I think you're going to. I think you're going to start really enjoying learning how to maneuver through that. We have the gates here. Now this can be like the, what are they called? Torah gates? But this is also just like, you know, entering a new stage of life. It's reminding me of the bell here as well. So an announcement. This is really, you know, making that more prominent here, that there will be an announcement. We have the kid here. This could be about the family wishes coming true. But also with pleasure, especially to make sure that you have fun with this. Enjoy it. Enjoy the journey. We have the rainbow here. And it's interesting because this cloud has its eyes closed and this cloud has its eyes open. So it's almost like you're opening your eyes up to see the different pathways. To know there's always a way. And I'm getting that song. I get this song a lot, but it is coming up again. There's a rainbow in the sky all the time. Don't be blind. That's cute with the clouds and the eyes. Okay, and then we have a strawberry. So this is again about pleasure, enjoying the journey. Connecting to your root chakra. Or your sacral. Actually, perhaps your sacral. I'm getting more sacral. But also, that the seeds are already there. They've been planted. So try not to work too hard. Keep a good balance between work and play. and have fun. Alright, we will leave this here. If you've made it this far in the video, I want to thank you so much for being here. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, any of the things to help get these messages out to all that it's meant for, I would greatly appreciate that. It truly means so much for me to have you here, and I'm really appreciating this journey. I've been enjoying this so much, and I thank you so much for being here and welcoming, or being a part of my journey, and welcoming me to be a part of your journey as well. And until next time, lovely folk. Hello and welcome, lovely folk. If you're here, you chose the assessing card. This is for pile 3, and the starfish charm here. The assessing card is number 9. We are going to start out with Tea Leaf, and for your group we have the Sacred Web Tarot, and then we will follow up with some more Queen of the Moon Oracle cards. That's what this card is. And then Moonology and the Happier Me affirmation cards, as well as always charms. So let's go ahead and get started here. Right off the bat, of course, with assessing, you're looking at something. You're assessing a situation, assessing a job opportunity, assessing what you want to do with your life, or assessing perhaps like friendships around you. You know, it's going to be different for everybody, of course. Okay. So, interesting that it's split like that. Okay, so we will take this. I'm curious to see what this one was because of that skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. Okay, so we will put this up here. I usually read these first and then get into the red cards, but I just felt I wanted to see what that one was. So perhaps you're assessing and sussing out a situation. Perhaps you feel like there was a lie someplace. Now I'm getting like two things. Like in one way, hidden secrets can harm you in the sense of like if you focus so much on them, that can harm you, you know. Let things be how they, like, you know, somebody's gonna lie, maybe step away from that person, but don't, you know, let yourself obsess over it. But also hidden secrets can harm you in the sense of, you know, there can be like gossip, talking behind your back, or there can be you know, things going on behind your back that you are unaware of that is causing an effect on you. So try not to obsess over it. For some it might just be the looking at it. We'll see with your cards here, but you're clearly feeling like you have to assess the situation. You're looking into something because you feel something is off. So, you know, always trust your intuition. Alright, we have marriage and we have happiness. So this is something you could be assessing. Perhaps you are married and you are assessing whether you are happy, whether this is a healthy marriage, you know, that doesn't mean things can't work out. So again, especially if some of you are feeling, and you know, again, always trust your intuition, but look at your intuition. I just got this through the other reading as well. Knowing there's a difference between fear and your intuition. So you try to discern that, whether it's strictly fear, maybe from a past situation stirring this up, or if it is legitimate. So again, always trust your intuition, don't doubt that. But yeah, really assess this. And we have October. So that is this upcoming month. Perhaps you will become aware of something by then. Perhaps October has, perhaps some of you will be getting married in October, and you're very happy about this. Perhaps October of the past has some significance. We have box. You will receive a gift. We have hammock. Taking a vacation, physically or mentally. For some of you, it might be about this, like perhaps you're overthinking, overanalyzing something, and it's causing you harm, and you're taking a mental vacation from it. We have sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So some of you are dawning on a new horizon. It's interesting too, because this is reminding me of that. So perhaps you do suss something out and you decide to take a new path. Alright, we have, let's go on this side again. Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. This might be the person you're sussing out. But some of you also might be an Aries. You might be stubborn yourself, but that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes that is, you know, having a strong will, and that is a beautiful thing. It's just how you hone it. We have ant, work, achievement, success. We have dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with a dark complexion or hair. So for some, this could all still be like in lieu to the same person that we're speaking about here, and perhaps that was an Aries person you're dealing with also, or like instead of you, but again, everybody, it's going to be different. We have fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray or white hair. I don't always take these cards literally either. Sometimes, like, okay, dark woman or dark man could be taken as, you know, somebody who's in the dark, somebody who doesn't see things clearly, somebody who perhaps is like stubborn or aggressive. And again, that doesn't always have to be the case. Like, it's always just however it resonates. It's not literal, and even when you look at something in abstract, that's not even to be taken into literal, if that makes sense. I might not be stating that well. But yeah, it's how it resonates. Let's go ahead and get your tarot cards. And as always with any readings, like, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Like, not everything will resonate with everyone, and just whatever comes through to you as significant, perhaps it's like your mind, taking you there for a reason. Alright, spirit guides and angels, messages for pile 3 here. What does the wonderful pile 3 need to know? But messages for pile 3. Does pile 3 need to know for their highest good? Messages. Interesting. Okay. The way that it came out was very interesting. Okay. So we have here Scout of Fire, which is equivalent to the Knight of Wands here. Now this could be your dealings with a stubborn, aggressive person for sure. This could also be excuse that candle going out. I'm actually out of the liquid, so I can't fill it. It did just run out of liquid. Okay, so speaking on the Knight of Fire, so that could be something too. You could be feeling burnout. This person could be feeling burnout. Because it is a court card. So it could be you, somebody else. Everybody's different. But yeah, there can be burnout. Stop and go kind of energy. With Sunrise here, I think if you're dealing with burnout, as you start anew, that will come back to you. Your fuel, you'll be refueled, reignited. We have the Seer of Air in reverse, and the Seer is the Queen of Swords here, Queen of Swords in reverse. So there's definitely something that you don't feel clear on, something that you're not seeing. I think you're noticing you're dealing with a lot of the emotions, but you haven't gotten to the root of something. I think that you will. Alright, and we have Scout of Air, which is the Knight of Swords here. That can be another party, or that could be, again, this could be your energy of what I was feeling about, like, a lack of clarity. And okay, I'm getting, so some of you may have left a marriage, and it's about finding your own closure. You're never going to fully know the details. Now, you could have left this person, or they might have left you, but either way, there's something that you felt in the dark about, and I'm getting that you are going to have to find your own closure here. That it's not going to be seen, even in the future. And that's a very tough thing when perhaps you felt like they cheated, or perhaps you felt like they did something specific that you questioned, and you're never going to know for certain, but you are going to have to find your own closure. You're going to have to do things to bring yourself peace, essentially, and to let go of it. and not allow it to take up your mind anymore. Move away from that. And I think you are finding ways how. Now, some of you are still in a marriage, and it's just about, right now, you're kind of in the dark about what's going on with your partner, perhaps. And I see that's going to kind of stay that way for right now. It might be a matter of just having to keep the peace, keep happy, trust that things will work out, and just keep assessing and focus. It's just a period perhaps to focus on you and not let them go what they're going through. They'll come to you in time when they are ready. So just let it be. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. Every situation's unique, so, but yeah. And then we have the 7 of Cups. Oh, and we did have the 4 of Wands here in reverse. I just did kind of read these together. But, yeah. Now I will say though that some of you, for some it's not a bad thing, but you just aren't moving forward. You're focusing on yourself right now. You're in a lull with each other, and that's okay. That happens in all relationships. But some, I think, are going to step away. Everybody's going to assess their situation and feel it out for themselves. But yeah, 4 of Wands, it can be, a stepping away from something, because in the upright, it is like a milestone, reaching a milestone. For some, it can be, a step back. But again, everybody, it's different. For some, you might not step away entirely, but you might step back and again, focus on yourself. So that's why, again, it's always going to be different. But lastly, we have the 7 of Cups. So that is like looking at options. So for some, you are stepping away. You're going to be looking at new options, new avenues for yourself. We did see that with like Sunrise and New Horizons. But, it doesn't necessarily have to be that. For others, it is like looking at how to fill your own cup and looking at ways to do that. Looking at ways to for those who have left the situation, on how to heal, how to get your own closure. And if you're in a marriage and want to continue that marriage, it is about you're going to be finding different ways to reignite things, to keep the fire going, or to reach some stability, or to reach solutions. So let's go ahead and get your Queen of the Moon Oracle. Just know that it's okay to not have all the answers right now. And you're gonna move through this. Trust your intuition. Discern between intuition and fear. And know that you've got this. Spirit guides and angels, messages for pile 3, please. Okay, for some of you, it's just about having boundaries with one another. If you are together in a marriage, or it doesn't even have to be a marriage, but like, some kind of union, you're gonna self-reflect, because some of you, this might be just having to do with the past, and you have worries. But for others, it's again about trusting your intuition You know, I can't tell you how to deal with your situation, because everybody here is so unique, and you really have to connect with yourself on that. But yeah, for some there is just, it's about boundaries within your marriage, and it's important to take time to yourself. And that might be what you guys are going through right now, is like you're purposefully being put in this lull to reconnect with yourself. And for like some, that's going to make you grow stronger together. And for some, that's going to be a realization of like, perhaps I need to step back. And it doesn't necessarily mean step away, but for some it means I need to step back. For some, that means you might fully step away. It's just different for each individual, as I've said. I can't express that enough, because I would never want to involve myself into somebody else's, you know, relationship or situation. You have to feel this out yourself. All I can tell you is the different things that I can pick up from the cards, and it's all very unique here. But the other readings, I can say, were very focused on career, and this one seems more focused on personal matters. Now, so that could be something you focused on. Perhaps you need to step back to focus on career. That is definitely very possible here. I keep being called to this. You will receive a gift as well. There's been multiple times my eyes keep coming back to that. So you will receive a gift. We did have work, achievement, success as well, with how I said perhaps you need to focus more on work. And you've been focusing too much on this relationship. So that might be why there's a lull here as well. It's naturally occurring because it's like a period for you to focus on work, and you might just be resisting that a little bit. So do look at that. I do also want to note that starfish here kind of reminds me of Seven of Cups, because it's kind of like different avenues, looking at different pathways. And of course also connects to the star card. I always look at starfish as like a more emotional aspect of the star card, like more specifically healing, or like starfish can regenerate, but also you know, healing specifically emotions. And yeah. Alright, spirit guides and angels, messages for pile 3, please. What does pile 3 need to see for their highest good? Messages for pile 3, please. Ooh, okay. Confidence is key. Is your key to success. So some of you definitely, this is just trust issues. There might be something of your past that you need to heal that's causing some trust issues. We have adjustments are required. That could be having to do with the boundaries here. But also like new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So again, everybody's different here. I'm getting definitely a couple different energies here. We have conclusions are within reach. So some of you are going to conclude something, to end a chapter in some way. It doesn't even have to be, it might be ending a chapter in a different way. Everybody's different. I keep wanting to say that. Nothing is yet set in stone. Surrender to the divine. and a new start is coming. We have a lot about that. Some of you might also call off an engagement. Perhaps you've been assessing it and questioning whether you want to move forward. But some of you, this is about starting that new journey with your loved one. Some of you, it's about stepping back from perhaps marital things and focusing on your work. And a new start might be occurring with your work. Fresh new ideas. Alright, let's get your affirmation card. I do want to know also, is it a full moon eclipse that we are having right now? I believe it is. So it's interesting we got that card for you. So this is definitely a heightened time for you. We also got the full moon card. Ooh. Alright, spirit guides and angels. Messages for pile 3, please. What does pile 3 need to see? What does pile 3 need to see for their highest good? Okay, so you can write these affirmations down if you feel called to, and put them someplace where you will see them and be able to read them. We have, I am open to love. Love yourself and you will be the light that others are drawn to. And my blank, do not measure my worth. And it says my looks, weight, body, etc. You fill in the gap. And then we have, your opinion about yourself is formed by your thoughts. You can be the richest man alive but feel miserable about yourself. Or you can be the person that wakes up in the morning feeling blessed just for waking up. It's your call. So definitely a gratitude log might benefit you. Maybe even one specifically about like things you appreciate about yourself. It might really give you a good boost. And know that you are deserving. Alright, let's go ahead and get your charm. Ooh. Alright, so we have this marble, which is definitely reminding me of this assessing card right here. So yeah, I just think you're assessing. It's also specifically kind of reminding me of this air balloon, hot air balloon. So, I mean, somebody might be full of hot air. That might be something that you're moving away from. But, for some of you. But also, it's just about movement. Building up with passion as well. Okay, and we have, this is actually I found this outside. It is a cigar container cap, but it says El Producto, and it has I believe it has a lyre on it, so that can be connecting to the heart. Cigar can be about fire energy. It kind of reminds me of King of Wands and even the Emperor. Also knowing you are a product of the divine, and to like connect to your heart song. We have 2 stars here. to go with the starfish as well. So again, about finding your own closure. This is a healing time for many of you. For some, this is about the success coming. So everybody, it's gonna be different. This is kind of a glammy star, so I'm gonna put that with the success coming. And this blue one, okay, that's also specifically, blue can be about the throat chakra. So perhaps that's an area that could use some healing. As well as I'm getting the third eye. So that's like getting clarity and, you know, assessing, seeing things for what they are. I just got that, for what they are. Okay, and then we have turtle. So to move slow, you know, allow yourself to move through this slowly. Be patient. It's going to take some time. I do see it like being, you know, longer than just this month. We have the feather, again about getting clarity, gaining clarity. I always connect the feather to the Ace of Swords. I'm getting, yes, specifically gaining clarity. We have the, it's like a picture frame with green and white colors on it. So that's about connecting to your heart, being open to love, especially for those that are like in a healthy partnership, but they still are just struggling with like some trust issues or even like jealousy or just, because that's like the green beast. To know you deserve love. There might be, you might want to speak affirmations about like, I deserve love, I am open to love. You know, look into affirmations having to do with that specifically, and it might help you. Some of you definitely are taking a vacation. And again, that can be physically or mentally. You know, letting this go if you are struggling with trust issues and you like have no reason to doubt. But some of you might also literally be taking a vacation. And lastly, owl, again about clarity, seeing 360, seeing things for what they are, assessing the situation, you know, really digesting it all. Okay, we will leave this here. I thank you so much. Oh, firstly, let me say, sorry, if you've made it this far along in the video, I just want to, you know, give my utmost appreciation. And I do ask you if you could like, comment, subscribe, any of the things. Just anything to help get this algorithm going so that we can get these messages for all that they are meant for. I truly do appreciate it so much. I have been enjoying this journey so much. And with that, I thank you so much for being a part of my journey and welcoming me to be a part of your journey as well. And until next time, lovely folk.